All right, just going to make a mechanical drawing of this one now. So again, new drawing. Again, right click. Now, I really ought to, there's probably, I really ought to research. I'm pretty sure there's a way to set your default drawing to be the changes that we always make to it. I think you can save it and then always make that the default, this initial setup. But, oh well. All right, let's see here. Save it as a template. Templates. Oh, standard.dwg. Huh, this might be interesting. Let's see here. CBA eng. We'll see what happens. All right. Next time we do a new drawing, let's see what it does. Actually, let's go ahead and do that now, I suppose. Let's go back to, let me close that. Nope. File, new. I bet you have to click new. Ah, look, now that is a template. Standard, CBA Engineering Standard. So when I saved it as a template, it put it in this view. That's cool. So now when I hit create, it'll always be the right size. It should have taken the 2 minutes to try that like half a decade ago. But you know how things are. All right. Anyway, 1:1 is probably going to be a little too big of a scale for this one. Yeah, 0.75. Now, is that the view I want it to be? I think it is the view I want it to be. So let me move it down here. Move this up here. This over here. Oh man, this is hard to see. This over here. So this is an interesting one. Hit OK. Turn the shading on here. I'm going to leave it 1:1 for now, I suppose, or 0.75, the same as these other ones. All right, remember, you want to dimension things in the contour, you can see them. So, I don't think we used a fillet or chamfer, or a chamfer for these. I think we just did it. So let's see, annotate dimensions. Remember, we often want dimensions in the view. We can see the contours, and we want them to be between the models. Right? Okay. I like my nested dimensions myself. That's what I prefer. Okay. I suppose I could do these heights here, right? And here I'd want to do them. I'll do the total height, I think in this view. Now we have lines crossing, but there's really no way to avoid that. I mean, I guess I could do it over here, the lines crossing, but without crossing, but I prefer to get as much in this view as I can. And they cross outside the model. It's not such a big deal. Now, all right, one last thing we should do here before we go any farther is put our center mark on that hole. The center line bisectors in this view remind us where the hole is, and this view. It's a little bit hard to see here, right? Because this hidden line is the back of the model, this line. So that kind of complicates things, but also it reminds me, okay, that's the hole. These two lines are the hole. So we got to do the hole diameter in this one. This is going to get messy quick. All right, so let's do that here. 1 inch through. We got to dimension the location of that hole. So I'm going to have to move this over. It's going to get kind of messy. Put this over here. You don't like dimension lines going through the part, but there's really nothing for it. You pretty much have to for this one. Really nothing for it. Move this one up a little bit. All right, so there's that view. That's kind of wacky. All right, so let's go over this view. What do we need here? Well, we're going to have to do the overall width. I don't need to do anything with the hole. I don't need to do anything with this edge or this edge or this edge. I'm going to have to dimension the location of these cutouts here, though. And probably I'll dimension the thickness in this view as well. So let's do the overall thickness here. 2 inches. Okay. How do I want to dimension the location of this? Well, you know what I'm going to do here is I'm probably going to reference it from this corner. I'm going to nest it. Alright. That should be good for that one. For this one, I really only need that dimension. Alright, because we already have the total width down here. One last thing I have to do is this thickness and this. Oh, and this thickness here. I'll line those up. Now again, you got some lines going through the body, but there's not another good way to do that. If you tried moving this in here, it would look kind of silly. You know, you could try, it's better to have these numbers outside of the border. Alright, now last thing. Let's see. I think I need this cut out here. Right? This height. Actually, this height is already right here. No, this width. This width of this is right here. The height of this would be in this view. I do have to dimension that. The height of that cut. Again, I don't need the width of it because that's this dimension here. This is the top view, this is the front view. So that width of it is this. I think that's pretty much everything here for this one. Put your text box down there. Make it look nice. So put a text box down there. This one fits the page nicely. Mr. Herman. One. I don't know, is this part 4? Oh, part 4. Okay. Alright, I'll do the snipping tool here, get this posted, put it in that document. Copy. Paste, and good to go. Alright.